Attention, ça va tirer.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, Squad Squad, and welcome to Slav Guns at the Range. We're here at Media Day at the Range for SHOT Show 2022. Now, we've all heard of the new term fully semi-automatic, which we eloquently gave to the forced reset triggers. But now we have something on the flip side of that with non-semi-automatic, and this one's generally going to be really good for anybody working with new gun owners, new shooters, possibly match environments, or if you live in a banned state and you want to have some cool features on your otherwise illegal assault rifle. I'm sorry, illegal, scary-looking modern sporting rifle. So I'm here with Vincent, who is going to be talking about some FU products.
Thank you very much. So this is our Fox Unit X1, which is the AR-15 platform. The X2 is the AR-10 platform. So it's a non-semi-automatic AR-15. So the basic gist of it is every shot you're going to fire the round. It's going to eject the round, but the bolt holds back. So basically you're going in the bolt lock with every shot. So you can't pull the trigger to fire again until you drop the bolt and you're ready to go. Originally started out as a way to get guns into gun banned states because it's not semi-automatic anymore because of the way it operates, but actually turned into a three-prong attack. Long-range shooters are liking it because you actually have half impulse, that bolt's holding back, so it's not slamming forward as you're making impact on your target. You can track your shot better, and now your chamber's open and it's cooling automatically. You don't have to worry about racking the bolt to open it up. And then you could either single load or drop on the new round that's in your magazine. And also new shooters like the NRA and other people are liking it because it's not a semi-automatic. You don't have to worry about your kid or new shooter firing something off accidentally. You're just putting that little step in there that slows them down a little bit.
Well, I'm also sure as a newer shooter themselves, they would feel less intimidated that if, like you tell them, so when we work with new shooters, you tell them, don't do this because this might happen. And like you're overwhelming them that like, oh my God, I don't know if I even want to do this anymore.
Right.
But with this, it's like worst case is you have one round and you have the bolt carrier just going back and locking in and that's it.
That's it. Right, yeah, now you don't have to worry about an oopsie or them turning around with the gun and it's got a round in the chamber or something like that. And it's also, we call it a spring-assisted bolt gun. It's a lot faster than a bolt gun. I could do a demo and show how fast you can fire the round. So if you really need to use this as a self-defense weapon, you could use it. So if you're traveling, say, from Nevada to California or some other state that has a ban, and you can't take your AR-15 or semi-automatic, you just pop your upper off, throw down a Fox Unit lower, and you're good to go because you're already sighted in, your gas is all ready to go. So all you have to do is take it off, put it on, and now you're compliant wherever you want to travel.
So you mentioned the Fox Unit lower. So what exactly is the product? Are you selling the entire rifle? Or what's the product? What are people actually buying? And I guess if somebody already has an AR-15, what can they use off of that?
Okay, great question. So originally we're just going to start selling our lower. Our lower is proprietary. The lower and 5 other parts are proprietary. The reason we're not doing full rifles right now is because, as you know, the market's still kind of crazy. We don't want to get stuck where we can't source barrels, we can't source handguards, something like that. And because this is compatible with all AR-15 components, and it's usually people that already have them, you could go buy all the parts everywhere else. So if we just sell our lower, you could slap your upper on there, go find all the parts to build it off of that. It'll take AR triggers, AR pins, everything else except for the lower, and basically our bolt catch. It's proprietary in the parts in between.
So what's the availability and what's the price point?
We're looking for Q2 production because it's been so hard to find manufacturers right now. So we're going to start for Q2 production, and it's probably going to MSRP around the $300 mark.
I'm sorry, MSRP around what?
300.
300. Okay. And what's going to be the distribution model? Are we buying it just from your website? You're going to have dealers, distributors?
We're trying to go to wholesalers and distributors, and then they'll sell it to the dealers, and then further out. So We're not set up to be a store to sell to each individual. So we're going to go to the distributor market and let them deal with it.
And the lower is going to be a complete lower, including the stock and everything, or just what's included?
We'll probably just run a non-strip lower. We're not going to do stocks and all that, just because everybody's got their preference in the market, and we don't want to stock up on one thing and go for another. So that's probably how it's going to come.
Okay. So this is definitely a solution. And I'm not even going to say in search of a problem because this is a legit problem in a lot of states, and it's a very good idea for things that you might be doing automatically differently. So, I mean, instead of loading one round at a time and having that pain in the butt, this literally solves a lot of the hassles and the time wasting that when you are at the range, you are working with a newer shooter. This is a lot easier and, well, it saves you time.
Yeah, it's time saver and it's a problem solver. So.
All right, very cool. Vincent, thank you much for showing this to us. Definitely looking forward to this, and now we're going to send some rounds downrange. That damn minigun. You good? It's actually quite intuitive. It's much faster than I thought this would be. So definitely forget it. I mean, the bad lever on here, I hope is included because it just makes it much more natural. Definitely a really good, interesting product. Very worthwhile, and looking forward to this.